Welcome to episode 2, season 3 of Muckin About. And as you can see, we are doing some craftiness. So what I've got here is the new layout for the crafting table. And Sin, who just logged off, has been working with me. We've been working on this tower here, trying to get a design of his to fit what we want and still fit the view. Oops, damn it. I got all three books. Okay, back outside. Got our crafting table right about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a full level 30 enchantment table zone. As you can see, dirt tower. Dirt tower of awesome. We are slowly spreading down into the valley. Oh, got little steps here. And there, nice. So we still have some things up in the little hidey hole up here. And I'll give a tour of everything that we've kind of done today. I didn't get much chance to record today. There was a lot of background noise. So yeah, it didn't work out. There's the 13 diamonds. Somewhere in here. Hopefully Sin did not have it on him. We had a diamond pick. Maybe it is down in one of the other chests. Yeah, it's not that I'm tired, it's just not here anymore. So, we're off on a hunt for the diamond pick so we can move the enchantment table. This is a little, used to have a farm here. I'll do a little bit of a tour and such while we're here. So, as you guys saw in the last episode, we have a very nice cavern. Or at least I hope I showed you guys the cavern and such. But we have a very nice cavern. This is a underwater river that runs through the entire woodland hills, or yeah, what's it called? Woodland mountains biome that you can see if you look on the mini map here. The trees and stuff that go off to the right, that's the woodland hill or woodland mountains. So, and this runs all the way through it to the other side. So it's actually pretty cool. That's why we have such a big entry gate here. This clearly needs to be done up in, in the bricks and such. So we moved our farms. This used to be our little farming area. Now it's kind of our, that's what it looks like, I guess. So we've stuck a lot of our stuff in here now. And actually, steak, I'm going to take a couple more pieces of steak here to get this underway. I was kind of hoping that the diamond pick would be here, but it's possible it's over in the forge. We've split up our livestock. We do have 2 sheep. They're kind of stuck in here temporarily, just for whatever needs. Cow population has gone up and down depending on how many books we've needed. And all the chickens have been moved over to here. And, you know, that we haven't been really keeping up much with the chickens as of late. But we just go through so many of them and such. We used to have a ton more, now we just have this many. Got quite a few feathers, but pumpkin pie has been one of our renewable resources. It doesn't seem to have as much satisfaction as steak, but it heals as much as steak. It recovers as much hunger as steak. So here's our wheat field. We're doing the whole terracing thing again, and we started using the spruce as the terrace box. And it looks pretty cool. We are slightly thinking shifting the pumpkins over to the front face edge here, so we'll have, you know, about 5 or so pumpkins that are just kind of growing. And then, what? We used to have little jungle trees here. that would grow us cocoa beans. I think we dug them up when we were talking about moving. So we would put the cocoa beans back behind here, have like 3 of them or whatever, and they would grow there. So it'd be kind of be like a low profile on the front here, and that would allow us to get a lot of blue around our monstrosity of a mage tower here. So this is what we just finished designing and derping out into existence. We actually need to get rid of this hovel here. It's been a wee bit tricky trying to get everything to really fit into place. Let me just get a little bit of dirt going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do a little bit of a ramp down there. So it's been a wee bit tricky to get things into place. We have some concepts over on this side for features and flare on the edge of the tower. And I almost want the roof to hang off by one. But the roof is something that we had just finished up. And I see that there now. Maybe we can just do an extra little lip around the outside edge. We'll figure that out in a bit. First, let's get back to... Oh! This is our central piece here. We have grown this tree. This is actually a great oak. We grew a couple of them next to each other, kind of moved them around, shaved it down, and then made it into a 3x3, because normally the great oak is a 2x2. But we made it into a 3x3 so it fits the generic 3-wide pathways that we've always had. And so a little bit of micro block work here. Bilbo, Sinlust, and I worked on that one earlier today. Might as well. So this is a bit more of the pathway. That's Melody's staircase over that way. This is Kreicus' staircase over to his diamond-hatted totem pole. And this is a forge area because it's near all of our mines and everything. So I'm hoping that... No! So I have no idea what happened to the diamond pick. I'm hoping it's in somebody's inventory. But we can just make another one. There's 13 diamonds up in the other place, and we'll be good. Since I am here, however, where did I get 4 buckets? Yeesh. I'm going to take a stack of these, because we'll do... Okay, I'm going to leave that one alone for now. This will get us a stack of 64 bricks. This will get us a stack of the pavers. So we'll do that there. Then more pavers. It's all good. Let me throw some coal and the unsmelted stuff in here. And we can just work on the road a little bit on our way back. So we're just using a zigzag pattern here. Going back and forth between the pavers and the bricks. It ends up giving very nice pattern to everything. It kind of stands out, you know, your eyes kind of catch it and it pops, sort of deal. Let's get rid of these while we're at it. There and there. Up and over. Got the carved ones in the center here. We have some talk about replacing these with the illuminated or inverted lamps, probably the black ones, once we get an alloy furnace up and running. But for the most part right now, we've just been dealing with settling in, and this is just, you know, back way into the cow place, also access to the upper and lower terrace for the wheat farm. But over here is where we need to continue. At least I didn't do it with the bricks, or the pavers. Then we can go over. Not sure exactly how far away from the tree this particular stuff is going to go. So I'm just going to keep it with a 2 for now. Although I did do a 3 over here, that is the way a pathway should go. So pathway, and then we need to bend this over towards the uh, magic tower. Wahahaha. There we go, there we go. Yeah. I'll leave that one there for now. So we can pick up this. So if we just have it go over 3, so over. Oh, that's weird. Usually, just the way the pattern works out is it's smooth in front of the entrance to places. Or, well, the paver instead of that one, but that works out too. There we go. And, you know, might have a little garden or something in this little area. It'll work out. It always does. And since I'm going to be getting rid of all this... paper was one of our main requirements. We don't really need it for Mistcraft anymore, as we're not playing with that mod. But still like to have it on hand. It's going to be useful for Thaumcraft, which we are playing with. So I'd like to harvest it whenever I see it growing tall. That way we just have a supply on hand. And not in that chest, apparently. Not in that chest. But I saw paper in here, so this is where it would go. Wonder why those are split up. I do not know. Let's do... You can see why we're moving out of this area. We're sick of climbing up to here just to get a couple of things. So, diamonds. Work table, a couple of sticks. I hate to use this without an efficiency on it. I also hate to enchant it at level 5 just to try and get an efficiency on it. Look at that. Another 4 or 5 eggs right there. A couple more in the water. And I just picked up the other ones, so I might as well pick these up. It's like the chicken watch. They're guarding their fences and no idea why. Whoa, that's a lot of eggs. 26 eggs. Probably had a couple of those on me from last time, I would imagine. 3 new chickens, not too bad. Figures. Hello, enchanting table. We have a new pedestal for you in here. So this is the first official part of this tower's crafting. I knew it. So let me eat my steak. So we have our staircases going up. Right now it's just dirt blocks. And up in the top floor here we have Thaumcraft. I am actually thinking of either using this for pure storage, which is what the wood blocks represent, or maybe even doing the alchemy thing, like a little alchemy table in the back here. Letting us do a little bit of work in that manner. But this is basically it. It's got a nice derped up inside. We just haven't cleaned it out from necessary blocks to unnecessary blocks and such. As you can see, there are quite a few up there, though. When we go through and replace the materials, that'll be the time for doing that, though. No need to get too much into a cleaning job right now. But it does come out to be a fairly nice pattern. There we go. Now my OCD won't be too bad. But so this was our latest construction. And alchemy, yeah, it's going to be in here. It was always intended to be in here. But we've kind of stopped right now. I do think it makes sense to put it up in the back area, the Thaumcraft stuff. These are the placeholders for the cauldrons and the alembics. Same on that side. Then we'll have, what is it, the altar, I believe, on the left here, and 2 scribing tables just to keep the symmetry up. Oh yeah, that could be the, I forgot we moved this around. So yeah, this could indeed be the, whoa, 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 out of the hand, out of the hand. So this indeed could be the alchemy station. This will be the mini crafting, this will be the larger crafting. Then we'll have the 2 scribing tables. The wood are pretty much chests, just kind of dotted around. We got some extra storage that we can deal with. Maybe even put some up there, but we also need to deal with some lighting. So we'll see how this all turns out. Little landing down the staircases. So much stuff. I don't know how I got both of the crafting tables. Not that big of a deal. I just need to find a place to unload some. I thought we'd take a trip to the east, that way, in a boat. And this looks like a good enough place to leave some stuff off. Let me... Whoa, that's a lot of spruce saplings. Oak, great oak, jungles, birch, canopy trees. Nice. I put those in there, I believe. Swap them over there. Oak could have used a couple of those a moment ago. Gonna drop off this, the diamond pick, so if I ever ask where the diamond pick is, somebody remind me. I'll even drop off those. I don't need that right now. Bones for the bone meal. Let's kind of just stack these up. And I want to keep the spruce wood there. I'll take some oak with me. So I believe, yep, there we go. Let us craft a boat. We might be doing a little bit of construction on our trip here. We shall see. But what I'm looking for are lily pads. It's a small quest, it's a minor quest, but it's new biomes, so it's an interesting quest. And away we go. Nether portal, I still haven't been in there yet. No idea. Let's, beehive I lit up last night. Sneaking in past the deep water. And I do believe those lights up ahead are where the channel now goes. Letting this stuff load in. No, I guess I missed it again? How is this possible? It should be like right here. And it's like, I always miss it. There it is. In my defense, I don't think those were loaded. But here's our all-water channel. As long as I can make it through. Avoid the waterfall. Whoa, whoa. Easy, easy. Coming through the narrow channel. I didn't hit anything. It's like angling me to the edges. Let's just go through the water. Alright, so this leads us out into the woodland cave area. So as I had mentioned, we are now on the other side of the biome, and I wish I could... Here, let me go back inside. Give you guys a nice view from up here. So I'm not going underneath the water all the time. So lots of hanging. There's a little floaty island even. And I think here's a pretty good... No, we'll keep on going, I guess. I was going to hop off and just take the land bridge, because that's what I'm used to doing when I'm here. But there's no real need to do that right now. We circle around the corner here, we hop into a bog. This is where I'm hoping we'll actually be able to find some lily pads just in the water off and around here. But I wanted to show you guys some of the extremeness of this terrain here. if you can look down, this is water that is so deep. That is a center of bedrock that you're seeing down there. Let me get out of the rain underneath this little overhang over here. There's an overhang, right? There we go, yeah. So that is bedrock all the way down there. So this is some very deep water. We're at 62. That goes down to about 6, so this is like 56 deep. Very, very interesting. We have some places lit up because we are looking at settling in this general area. I believe Sin and Bilbo looked at that particular location and thought it looked pretty cool. I've lit up there. That's a little alcove, and it is cool. I guarantee you I'm going to be doing something up there. I thought maybe bees, but I'm not sure it's of a big enough area to really do bees effectively. So maybe it'll just end up being a little house, a little home away from home. The requirement that we have this time is anywhere you build, you have to be able to lay, and you have to lay track to. So, anywhere we end up going, we will end up having to connect to our main base. So I'm just going to leave my boat right here. Hopping off on land, avoiding the hole. So this actually some clay right here. I do remember us needing clay for the creosote furnaces. What are they called? The coke furnace. So we'll need that to actually put together these little blocks here, coke oven bricks, sand and brick. So it'll all be good. Sandy brick. Huh. I wonder if those are like the buildable versions of the textures and such. But unfortunately, what I'm not seeing here are lily pads. Here's some more clay kind of down deep. One thing about smart moving is I can't launch myself up out of the water to get a little bit of a better view. Oh, my curiosity is going to get the better of me here. How the... Oh. If I update the water, is it going to get me? No, there's nothing here. Grrr. Let's get up and over, and then we can just swim up and out. So let's get some more clay. The blast furnace will definitely be going into the forge areas, along with the, the coke furnace, along with the blast furnace, will be going into the forge areas. That is for sure. Some water bees out there? Yep. See if we can't find any low-hanging, this bog is pretty big. Any more low-hanging clay? Looks like somebody might have gotten some from there. Is that sunrise? I do believe I'm aiming east. More water bees. And is this a sizable hole? Nope. Looks like the world's dinkiest ravine or something, you know? It just kind of goes down and that's it. Beehive over that way, marbled probably. Here's some more clay. So, turns out since I can't find any of the lily pads I wanted, maybe we will just be putting up together a blast furnace. And, oh, the terrain doesn't get any less impressive. Oh. Oh, wow. You know I have to. I gots to. And with smart moving, going through water is actually even easier. And down we are. Nice. Sky open ravine. Lots of materials down here. Is this somebody's torches or lava? Nickelite. Gold. So one of the interesting things we found out about the Highlands is they have distributed ore values and such like that. So depending on the biomes type, they can affect the ore distribution in one way or another. And it just turns out that the cliffs area that we're in, way back over there, look at all that gold. has doubled the elevation spawning. So that's why we're seeing iron and all this other stuff up at 128-ish. Is instead of 64, it's now 128. And same thing with diamonds, they're up at 32. We see gold at much higher elevations in there. And I'm gonna get lost, aren't I? What's glowing right here? Ah, another way out. Looks like it's another ravine here. So maybe not another way out, but another view to the sky. Smart moving is so handy. And straight down to lava down there. Got the marble going. Oh, and there's oil about 1,300 that away. So we're going to need to climb quite a bit of elevation here to have any chance of getting to the outside surface. And that still puts me about 20 under. So let's just scurry our way back. We'll go up that water. And this is another thing that's handy about smart moving. Vroom. Oh, I do believe I went down here. Nope, it's heading me back. So to the left, I guess. Climbing up the gravel, I do vaguely remember that. Apparently not this vaguely. I was going to say that, is this the gravel I climbed up? I was going to say that there's other gravel that I've climbed up before in our other locations, and that signifies the way out. And this is where smart moving really comes in handy, is swimming up, even in downward flowing water. I am accelerating at a fairly good clip, I think most of you would agree. Here we are. So, almost 2 stacks of clay. Looks like we got a bit of some deep water here. Let's get out of the water. Look at that. Probably some extreme mountains, just the vanilla biome. That right there, though, might be a lonely mountain. Oh, oh, we got some other highness. Pillaring off. Just doing a quick check for clay. There's some. This should be more than enough clay at this point in time. And we did see 2 stacks of sand back there. Stand up, stand up. There we go. You will dig faster when you are standing. Clay is like, I'm going to flow under here. Ooh. I'm really gonna flow under here. And the sand falls in that one location and goes, nah, not today. 3, 4, 5, 6. I can pick up a couple pieces of sand. It's not gonna kill me. I think this is enough for 4 or 5 coke ovens at this point in time. I guess I was just kind of hoping that we would find something that would still give me the original items that I wanted to come out here for, as I'm sick of falling in the water when I harvest the different fields and such, because, you know, I gotta have the water somewhere. So, out back that way, bog right here. Looks like we got some extreme hills here and there, although that does have some pine on it. Anywho, let's head on back. We'll just work up a coke oven, try to get it into our foraging area, and I shall jump the ravine. Jump. Jump. I've learned in this mod to jump over almost every elevation transition just because those caves come up and they just like surprising you. Some marble there. Snow biome. Mind if we digress for a moment? I think actually my brother was showing me screenshots of this place earlier because I kind of remember that place there. It's not too far away either. Ah, an obelisk. Meh. Meh, meh, meh. Let's head back. I see a creeper up here. Get little XP, bit at a time. Looks like I might be heading for a drop here. So I still don't have a home waypoint. Or really a home, I mean, we use that bed, but we're not actively making houses at this point in time. We have identified a couple of plots, but we also seem to keep on identifying a couple of civic buildings that would be kind of fun to build. One of the last ones we just described would be a navy area, a place where we could have some birds and such. You know, people, collect an owl, get a raven, an eagle, just get some of the Atmos mobs and set up little pet homes for them all. I believe the same could be done for fish. We could make a little, there we go. We could make a little sort of aquarium. Ow. So what is this place? This is not the cliffs. This is just the highlands, eh? Nice. I always wanted to see one of these actually, and it's right here. So rolling, little rolling hills with the shrubs and everything. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. See? All over the place. So these are the shrubs. You can actually grow them. Let me see. Bushling creates the shrubs. So there's an evergreen and a deciduous, which is the oak. And this actually looks like some really neat terrain. This, I think, is just to the south of us here. Oh, cobblestone. This is getting into the cliffs area. Yep. When you see the loose cobblestone and mossstone and such on the ground, that means you're in the cliffs. It's just one of the features of the biome. And one of the sub-biomes that the cliffs have. This is just nice. Alright, one of the sub-biomes that the cliffs has, with a river running through the center of it, is the valley that we're actually settling in. I forget what the actual biome name of it is besides valley. It might be like a secret valley or something like that. And I'm going to have better luck climbing up right over here, I believe. Yep, up. See if I can't do this smartly. We'll do our jumping. Going up. Even hitting the F key every now and again. A little bit of charge to save us some time on the climb. And actually, I can just do that, and then over, up. So I think we're climbing up into the back of Melody's place here, so if I should be able to hop down a little bit to her ledge, and then just take the stairs the rest of the way down. Yeah, give you guys a nice view from up high on our place here. So this is basically it. There's the top view of the tower. There's the great oak that we've been working on. That's where we're going to be looking at to make our coke furnace. Melody's place. Can always tell because there's a door in the side of a cliff. We'll just take a quick peek. There we go. Wonder what's in around here. No, just a place to expand to. Nice. Perfect timing. Looks like the sun is setting. Nope, nope, not this way. This way. Whee! So I have some coal over here, and I also have those two furnaces, so we'll be able to cook up our clay in double time. And down, 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 down. Yeah, what do you think of that? You lay your eggs down here. So we have a 2 thick floor. We're anticipating the machinery and stuff from Railcraft, you know, building up the tracks and such. So, yep. Did I? Thought I heard a skeleton. Let's get some coal, some coal. That'll do 8 pieces. Let's get that cooking while I check the recipe. Cook. So these need to be a 3x3 with a hollow in the center. So 3 times 9 is 27, minus the 1 piece in the center is going to be 26. I believe, it looks like I only get one of these at a time, but I swear that you got like a stack of 4. Anywho, sand and bricks. We're just going to let this cook up. That's right, I put in 2 extra. So let me just do 1, 2, keep the math alive. So that's going to be 2 more pieces of coal. Another 2 pieces of coal. And then this is where I go, why am I doing that? There, that's good. There's a reason we have all these furnaces, is so I can get it to cook faster. So we're going to let that do that. I'm going to go back and get some of the sand. Zooming down our roads. Jump. Gonna hit these right. Yeah, dodge. Jump. Whoa. Whoa. Added the mysterious egg dropping chicken farm up there. There we go. 1 stack. We'll add in our extra 2. I don't think I have anything else to really leave behind here. Wait. Was that flax? Wow, we got a lot of flax. And some seeds, not a ton yet. I know we've been kind of holding off on doing anything with the seed oil yet, which is the impregnated frames, I believe, for bees. We're just trying to get a little bit more established and such. Although I do think we're doing pretty good, considering the server's only a day old. Let's see how we go. 12. Brilliant. 7. Let's get 1 more. Just keeping it in even numbers of 4. And there we are. So let's take a peek at the recipe. For those who don't know, this is a very handy feature of NEI here. Just the 1. Really? This is going to be a very expensive recipe. Let me split this stuff up first here. So I can make 9. Oops. That wasn't such a good split. 9. I'm gonna need more of this than I thought. I'm glad I got so much of it. So I need another 9 plus another 8, so 17. I'll need all of these to come out with 17 right now. That one's a 12. That one's an 8. So keep that one going. That means this one's going to be done soon. There we go there. This is the only one I need to do a little bit of math on, and I'm thinking just sticking another 8 in here. That'll be 20, so that'll be good. The other ones are going to be going up to 25 or 24. 24 each. Now what I'm suddenly missing is sand. Oh. sand and I didn't get a thing of it. Alright, let's go off on an adventure in a way that's not going to get me lost. I happen to know there's a desert in this direction. This is one of our more unfinished pathways, as you might gather. And upsy daisy. Didn't say upsy. Down and around. Sin and I found this pathway through, I believe, yeah, our first set of exploration. And this is what I always forget. I always think up there and over, but no, it's down here through the tunnels. And you'll pardon me if I'm paranoid and have my sword out. Not all this place around here is lit up that well. And this leads out to a continuation of the valley just to the west of us. And this is also another neat place to be building, because really tall trees, but it also has a fairly nice view here. When you set up on the edge, it has this nice little bay. You would have to compensate for the really large, oh, damn it, the really large hole right there, but that's not one of our concerns. A secondary thing is I just ducked out of the way on Sin earlier, because I thought this was a neat little thing underneath the sequoia tree, and bam! You can't see it, but this is actually a zombie spawner. So we have another spawner that's pretty close. I think there's 2 spawners over by Sketchy. He's off to the north of us. I don't know exactly where, but I think he's just over that way. He wanted to be somewhere kind of flat. And yes, I know that I'm walking on sand right now. I don't know who's settling over here yet. It might even be me, so I'm trying not to destroy any of the beaches that are in that area, especially when there's a desert right over here. So there's a ravine to my left. Doesn't go down to lava, but it is fairly sizable. One end completely covered in marble, as you saw there. And then it's just avoiding, I think there's like another cave hole. But right over there, I believe, is where our desert starts. Jump. Oh, I miscalculated. Nope, miscalculated again. There's a moth from Atmos Mobs. Desert, yay! Little bit of a run, but that is the point of the mod. That's why we changed out what we had for this set of this set of mods, was so that we could. All right, fine. I'm gonna have to kill somebody. There we go. So we could have, you know, resource management and such mean more. Oh, smite! I forgot about that. Awesome. Let's just gather up our sand now. Should have stuck at least a low-level enchant on this bad boy. Got myself an efficiency or something. I'm gonna put the count on my bar. Yep, we're already to a stack. Started out with 27, was it? So I have to say, fairly impressed. As you can see, the biomes have calmed down. We aren't really having that many issues. I will say we've tried out an ironwood tree, which is huge. It has a base diameter of 11. So it is a very big tree that if you bone meal it, you appear in the tree. If you get as far away from as possible where you can just tap it with the bone meal, then it will just barely catch you, and you can sometimes wiggle out. Smite! Smite! XPs. You can just barely wiggle out, but the majority of the time you're stuck in the tree and you have to knock down a branch or so real quick so you don't die. So, keeping in the not ruining the environment shape right now, I'm just going to edge that off as I just did. Keep it nice and a little bit of roundness there. And we're already working on our 3rd or 4th stack. Gotta love how quickly you can mine up some sand, especially with a ruby shovel. Mm -hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we needed to do another 17 stacks, 17 by 5, 50, 80, more than enough. We're good for our coke oven. I'm close to the oil, but I'll save that for another time. Let's just head on back. Jump on up. Stupid tree leaves. Ruin my streak. Jumpity, jumpity, jump. Nope, not getting me, stupid skeleton. And this is one of the caves. We'll be heading over to the ravine shortly. It's one of the ways I can tell approximately where I am, is when we run into these things. I'm going to cross here, actually. All this sprinting, thanks to smart movement, barely any food usage. Skirt along the outside edge here. Ah, fell in the water, as I'm sure you all saw. But still a little disappointing to me. I was doing good. Avoid the crevasse. Avoid the drop. And back through our cave system we will go, taking a sharp right-hand turn. And a sharp left-hand turn. So as we weave through these tunnels, the furnaces should be active again, cooking away. And this just spits us right out the side. Now last time I came back from here, I fell right down in there. So I have learned not to cut that egress too tightly. Ah, stupid chicken, down the hole. Fine, fine, out the door, out the door. 52, this is gonna be too much by just a little bit. Whoa, seriously, I was that close on that whole thing? So there we go, 26 as required. Now it's where do we put the blaster? So I can't divide it evenly this way because we have an even. What we do have is an odd over here. So I could do 2 blast furnaces as long as they're not touching right in the floors here. So they're accessible from up above. So a 1, 2, 3. But if we do the blast furnace in the middle, it still won't matter. So I know somebody will probably go, oh, this is a horrible idea, in which case we'll just move the damn thing. But for simplicity's sake, 1 level, 2 levels, coke oven, ta-da! And why not? Let's get it going. Probably make some sort of a stand down here at the end, using some micro blocks to give it some nice legs. This is also where we can start doing some of the piping. You know, we'll drain out the creosote put it over to the rolling machine or whatever it is that actually uses it to make the what's it called? I think it's rail ties, so we can make the tracks. Rail ties, wooden rail bed, standard rail, wooden tie. There we go. Creosote oil. Just any form we can get it in. Alright guys, so I've given you pretty much an update on where we're standing, what we're trying to do, our goals that we're accomplishing. We're just, building out the civic buildings. We're working on setting up some of our own stuff here. We'll get little houses and such going. We're going to try and do a little bit of a village. We're also encouraging people to build elsewhere so that, they can do their own little constructions and such that aren't going to fit in the valley here. But overall, we want everybody to at least have a presence in the village. And I think that's about it. I'm going to wrap this episode up here. We'll get it rendering and uploaded. As I record this, I still owe you guys the first episode of Season 1, so you're probably wondering where I've been all weekend. Long day fixing mods, getting them all working, and then a long evening of finding a map with Sin. So let me know what you guys think so far in the comments. I think from the IRC chatter, everybody is really impressed with the capabilities of how few mods there are and the challenge and stuff that it provides. So far this is a fairly good hit with the people that I've talked to. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I do try and respond to all of them that I can. If two people comment the same thing, I usually just respond to the first one and hope you guys both see it. So if I don't respond to you, please don't take it as a slight. And you're all welcome to come and chat with me on the IRC channel. I sit there most of the time when I'm at work, so I'm mostly AFK that time. But I am responsive, I program for a living, so there are compile times and such. So when I compile, chat for a minute or two while it's catches up and stuff like that, and then back to work. So yeah, if you don't mind a little idle chatter, I invite it and will respond as actively as I can. I will talk to you guys at a later point in time. Have a good one.